Alrighty, welcome in. I'm now going to be reviewing Monday's action from the Major League Baseball season. The Cleveland Guardians were starting off their series with the Boston Red Sox. They would shut out Boston. 6-0 would be the final score, improving their record to 11-5. Boston's now sitting at 9-8. Tim Herron's 1-0 as a starter. Brennan Bernardino is 0-1. Since it's not the Cincinnati, I apologize. The Minnesota Twins started up their series with the Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles would win this one. 7-4 would be the final score, improving their record to 10-6. After the loss, Minnesota is now 3 games below 500 at 6-9. Dylan Tate picked up his first win of the season. He's 1-0. Louis Varland is 0-3 as a starter, and Craig Kimbrell got his 4th save for the Orioles. The Colorado Rockies took on the Philadelphia Phillies. This would be a very close contest. 2-1 would be the final score. Phillies now 1 game above 500, sitting at 9-8. After the loss, the Rockies are now 9 games below 500, sitting at 4-13. Seranthony Dominguez would pick up his first win of the season, while Jake Bird is 0-1. The San Francisco Giants took on the Miami Marlins. This would be a closer contest than I thought. 4-3 would be the final score. With that, the Giants are now 3 games below 500, 7-10 is their record. And after the loss, the Marlins are now 11 games below 500 with a record of 3-14. Kyle Henderson picked up his second win of the season. He's now 2-1. George Serrano is 0-1. And Camilo Doval picked up his second save for the Giants. Texas Rangers were beginning their series with the Detroit Tigers. 1-0 would be the final score. A very, very low-scoring affair. With the victory, Texas is now 1 game above 500, sitting at 9-7. And after the loss, the Tigers are 9-8. I apologize. And after the loss, the Tigers are 9-7. Michael Lorenzen is now 1-0 as a starter. Reese Olson is 0-2, and Kirby Yates picked up his first save for the Rangers. Los Angeles Angels took on the Tampa Bay Rays, winning this contest 7-3, evening up their record at 8-8. After the loss, the Rays are now sitting at 9-8. Luis Garcia picked up his first win. He's 1-0. Phil Maton, is 0-1. The Toronto Blue Jays took on their AL East foe in the New York Yankees, winning this contest 3-1, improving their record to 9-8. After the loss, the Yankees are now 12-5. Chris Bassitt evening up his record at 2-2 after the win. Luis Gil is 0-1, and Yimi Garcia picked up his second save for the Blue Jays. The Pittsburgh Pirates began their series with the New York Mets. The Mets would double up on the Pirates, winning this contest 6-3, evening up their record at 8-8. After the loss, the Pittsburgh Pirates are 11-6. Adam Ottavino is 1-0 as a starter. Orolidis Chapman is 0-1, and Edwin Diaz picked up his 4th save for the Mets. The San Diego Padres were beginning their series with the Milwaukee Brewers, getting a road win, improving their record to 10-9. The final score would be 7-3. After the loss, the Brewers are now sitting at 10-5. Joe Musgrove evening up his record at 2-2 with the win. Josh Ross is 1-1, and Robert Suarez picked up his 6th save for the Padres. The Kansas City Royals took on the Chicago White Sox. This would be a very low-scoring affair. 2-0 would be the final score. Kansas City has now improved their record to 11-6, while the White Sox are now 12 games below 500 with a record of 2-14. Seth Lugo is 3-0 as a starter. Nick Nastrini is 0-1, and James MacArthur picked up his 3rd save for the Royals. For some reason, it doesn't show the stats of the pitchers in this contest, but the Atlanta Braves took on the Houston Astros, winning this contest 6-1. Atlanta has now improved to 9-5, while the Astros are now 5 games below 500 with a record of 6-11. The St. Louis Cardinals began their series with the Oakland A's, winning this opening series 3-1. They are now just 1 game below 500 with a record of 8-9. After the loss, Oakland's now 3 games below 500 with a record of 7-10. Sonny Gray is now 2-0 as a starter, while Ross Stripling is still looking for his first win. He's 0-4. Ryan Helsley picked up his 6th save for the Cardinals. The Chicago Cubs began their series with the Arizona Diamondbacks, winning this contest 3-2. They have now improved to 10-6 after the loss. Arizona is now 1 game below 500 with a record of 8-9. Keegan Thompson's 1-0 as a starter, while Bryce Jarvis is 0-1. The Cincinnati Reds, I apologize, kicked off their series with the Seattle Mariners. The Mariners would triple up the score in this contest, winning this one 9-3. After the win, Seattle's now 3 games below 500 with a record of 7-10, and after the loss, the Reds are 9-7. George Kirby evening up his record after the win, 2-2, and Frankie Montas evening up his record after the loss. He's 2-2 for the Reds. Alrighty, the last game from Monday took place in LA as we had the Washington Nationals taking on the LA Dodgers. The Nationals would win this contest 6-4. They're now sitting at 7-9. After the loss, the Dodgers are now 11-8. Mitchell Parker is 1-0 as a starter, while Tyler Glasnow is 3-1, suffering his first loss as a member of the Dodgers. Kyle Finnegan would pick up his 6th save for the Washington Nationals. Alrighty, that takes care of all of Monday's action from the Major League Baseball season. As always, if you're new to this channel and you like this type of content, please feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful and very appreciative. Until next time, take care.